Hello, and thank you for watching this regional forecast for the Northeast. I'm Andrew Pritchard, Senior Meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. As we look at the satellite and lightning combination here early on this Tuesday morning, we've got several areas of thunderstorms ongoing right now, none of which are in the Northeast region. We've got some widespread rain and thunderstorms ongoing across parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas, scattered thunderstorms north from there across parts of Kansas and Missouri, spreading into southern Iowa. That activity will be eventually moving into parts of the Mid-South, Kentucky and Tennessee, parts of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, picking up some of those scattered showers and storms as we head into the day today, later on into tonight and early tomorrow morning. So we look at the last 72 hours of precipitation. This is an area that we're really watching for rainfall over the next couple of days. You could extend that problem area all the way back into parts of Nebraska and Iowa, but unfortunately this area is just not going to be seeing that rainfall in any sort of large-scale fashion as we head through the next 5 to 7 days. This area has a little bit of a chance here, though, as we head through the next 48 hours, and then parts of the Northeast, New York is what I meant. New York and Pennsylvania, they'll be picking up shots of rain every 2 to 4 days as we see some sweeping fronts come through the region, each of which bringing a chance for some scattered showers and storms. As we look at the hazards map here across the U.S. on this Tuesday morning again, September 1st, happy first day of meteorological fall. Quiet across the Northeast. We had some dense fog in places across parts of Illinois and Indiana and Ohio in the nearby Corn Belt region. As you head off to the south, we've got flood advisories, flash flood warnings, and flash flood watches in effect across parts of Oklahoma, North Texas, western Arkansas, getting into the boot heel of Missouri. Fire weather warnings across the northern plains, getting into parts of Montana and Wyoming. And then heat advisories in place across parts of Southern California, Southern Nevada, and Western Arizona. As we look at the next week of precipitation, much of it going to be focused in this corridor here across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, southern Missouri, getting into the Ohio River Valley. We will see scattered chances for some thunderstorms here again every few days across the Northeast, with some isolated areas picking up that 1/2 inch. I'm really going to be watching this area here of western Pennsylvania, getting into western New York, an extension of the Corn Belt region here, getting all the way back into parts of Nebraska that badly needs some rainfall here as we head into the end of the growing season. Not much is in the way of severe weather that we're talking about today. We do have a marginal risk along the frontal boundary here across parts of Ohio and Indiana, getting into Kentucky and Tennessee, and we'll see a marginal risk across far northern portions of New York during the day tomorrow. This would be right here. This is Wednesday. And then Thursday, we've got a slight risk across parts of southern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, with a marginal risk surrounding that. So what's going on? What's driving the pattern? Well, we've been talking about the heavy rainfall threat across this region. I should redraw that. It's not going to get that far north into parts of central Illinois. And you can really see that as I hit play on here, the continuous feed of deep Gulf moisture. As you look off toward the north, we've got these sweeping cold fronts coming into the Midwest, coming into the Great Lakes. I'm going to hit play and let your eyes pick out the pattern here, and then we'll go back and kind of, I'll draw some more and diagnose some features. That's what I love doing. So here you're seeing these fronts coming in, each one a little bit deeper than the next, and looking at a big one potentially next week. Now as I take the drawings off, again, you're seeing the deep Gulf moisture kind of feeding in here, leading to the repeated rounds of heavy rain across this region. And then as you extend off into the Northeast, we're going to be looking for these fronts to come sweeping through. Here's one as we go through the day today into tomorrow. That's going to bring that chance of rainfall to the region. We see it kind of stall out here and kind of meander across the boundary until we get another front coming in here Thursday. You can see it right here. This comes sweeping in late Thursday into the day on Friday. This one forecast to clear the Northeast. This would bring in cooler and drier air. This would pause the precipitation across the region. We then bring in another wave of moisture with another trough that comes in here on Sunday into Monday, right around September 7th. This one brings, another chance for showers and storms into the region as it moves into the area. This one does not clear the region. It allows moisture to once again kind of rebuild in advance of this big trough that's getting everyone's attention that's forecast to sweep through here right around September 9th and 10th. This one brings an even bigger shot of cooler and drier air, which this one forecasts to potentially clear all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. So this would be a pattern reset here, one that sets us into much more of an autumn-like pattern as we head into mid-September. But that's what drives the chances here. Let me show you another animation. I'm going to hit play on this. This is 500 millibar vorticity. We use this to kind of diagnose storm systems, upper-level waves, disruptive weather. And again, you're seeing the pattern here, kind of the interstate of upper-level disturbances here, just kind of sweeping from the Canadian Prairie into the Great Lakes, and that's what's going to be driving those cold fronts, each one of those bringing a front with an associated chance for some showers and storms and the potential to bring in another reinforcing shot of cooler and drier air. One more way to look at this, you see the current of very strong jet stream winds generally staying in this corridor here from the Canadian Prairie down into the Great Lakes and then sweeping into the Northeast. And this is what's going to be driving the pattern. This is what allows cool air to sweep in from the Canadian Prairie. This allows heat and the ridge to resume across the western U.S., and it's going to allow for heavy rain across the south with chances for scattered showers and storms to an extent at times across the Northeast. So let's look at this with the high-resolution NAM model. Just over the next couple of days, we'll see that chance for showers and storms moving across the eastern Corn Belt today into tonight. As we head into the day on Wednesday, we'll see a much better chance for some showers and storms across the Northeast, a few bands of thunderstorms possible. And as you head off to the north, this is where we could see some damaging wind gusts with some of those storms across northern New York, getting into northern portions of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine as we head through the overnight on Wednesday. So total precipitation between now and Thursday afternoon from the high-resolution NAM model, if we just hone in on the Northeast, you see the scattered nature here all the way across the Northeast here, from Pennsylvania into Maine. There will be big losers, there will be big winners. Someone's going to get a half an inch to an inch from some of these thunderstorms that come sweeping through the region. Others are going to end up completely dry as we head through Thursday. The good news is we've got several chances on the heels of that with these systems moving through the region rather quickly. So here's the forecast from the European model, taking it into the rest of the day today, looking pretty quiet across the region. A better chance for showers and storms moves in on Wednesday. We'll see another wave move in here on Thursday, bringing that slight risk to areas off to the south. We'll then head into the day on Friday. That will be a quieter one. This front, again, expected to get all the way through the Northeast, so Friday should be cooler and less humid across the region, cooler and less humid into the day on Saturday as well. And then as we head into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we get our next wave, this one forecast to come in at this point late Sunday night into the day on Monday, with that biggest storm system, kind of the grand finale of this little 7 to 10 day pattern here making its way in right around Wednesday, Thursday, September 9th into September 10th, bringing the potential for a pretty big storm system here in the Northeast, maybe some windy conditions and a much bigger chance for some showers and storms. So one to watch here, but there's the pattern. Shots of cooler, drier air, shots of scattered precipitation at times across the Northeast. Some folks will pick up an inch of rain, maybe a half an inch of rain. Other folks are going to end up a little bit frustrated and dry by this pattern. On the left here, we're looking at the probability of picking up 1 inch or more of rainfall between now and Sunday, September 6th from the European ensemble. And the only place you can find those, orange shading where you've got better than 50% chance is going to be across southwestern portions of Pennsylvania, with a 30 to 40% chance here across central and eastern portions of Pennsylvania. The rest of the Northeast, quite unlikely that we'll be picking up a widespread 1 inch in anywhere. So that concerns me. Then as we continue to watch some drought beginning to build, most severe across parts of Nebraska and Iowa, getting into northern Illinois, but still some patchy dryness across northern portions of Indiana and Ohio, and then some pretty big drought beginning to build here, some dryness beginning to become exacerbated in western portions of New York, western portions of Pennsylvania, and then some dryness as you head into Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine as well. So we'll talk about temperatures just to wrap this up. We've got warmth in the region now, but let me go ahead and jump back. We'll look at the temperature anomaly forecast here from the European model. Shot of cooler air comes in over the weekend, Friday into Saturday. We'll warm back up as we head into Sunday and Monday, with warmth holding on probably until we get into midweek, and that's when we'll see this big push of cooler air coming in with that next big trough. The coolest air going to be found across the Central Plains into the Midwest, but we'll still cool off here across the Northeast as we head into the middle of September. So the high temperature forecast here over the next several days, 70s for most folks here until you head off to the west. You'll find some mid-80s across western portions of Pennsylvania this afternoon. Upper 70s and low 80s for the day on Wednesday, warming up as we head into Thursday and Friday. The front sweeps through Friday afternoon into Friday night, though. Much cooler and less humid as we head into the day on Saturday. We'll start warming back up as we head into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week, though, with that next front sweeping through Wednesday into Thursday.